feel like they're almost chastising me, that it is important we do not go back, that we must move forward into this.
Could you tell me more about that? Move forward into what exactly?
That it's like a kinder, gentler earth. And I know that sounds just foolish, but it's a place we are moving towards where we just do not live the same way, that we do not live by ego and greed, that people are becoming more understanding and nurturing and caring and tolerant and open-minded, that we are just expanding our consciousness in such ways that we should not move backwards, that we should only move forward into this.
And how are we moving forward? Can you tell me more about that? Why are we moving forward?
There is a tremendous energy that is being projected down onto us. It's almost like a blue light that kind of bubbles around the earth, and it is changing us. We are changing drastically, and some are ascending, some are leaving for the new earth, some are staying, but we are definitely not staying the same. We are recreating, we are transforming what our lives are here, that so few are happy in the lives that we have here, that we've had so little say in the lives that we have here.
Could you tell me about this energy?
It is like a blue bubble that seems to surround the earth.
Where does this energy come from exactly?
That it is brought down to us, that it is like a natural kind of energy that is attracted to earth, that has surrounded us, that we have pulled towards us, because we are ready for this type of movement, of this change, this ascending.
Do you get a sense of where this blue light, this energy comes from originally?
It's very hard to give that a name or a purpose. It is truly just this pull from the universe that is the same that brings us anything or does anything in this universe. It is that same energy that conspires to bring like to like, that need to need.
Is there a way to use this energy as a human, knowing that there's so much of this energy around?
There are always ways to use it, but the best is to not try to use it for things that you are not completely aware of. It almost seems that it's too often misused to create a false sense of happiness, that it becomes something that it is not what it is after it is used in that way. When it creates this,
could you tell me more about that?
It seems like it does not work when it is not something that truly serves you.
Oh, okay. So if you're going to use this energy, it has to truly serve you.
It has to truly serve you, but it is more than you deciding that it serves you, that you are bigger than you deciding, that you are in so many different places, and even though you are able to communicate and have this oneness with all these different parts of you that are in the universe on so many different levels, you can't in this conscious body truly connect to all of it to fully understand why something's not serving you. And it becomes a bit of a disappointment for humans to use this if they do not understand the full picture of why they are getting what they have asked and why they are not receiving.
Why are people not receiving?
Because it will not serve them in the grand picture, the grand scheme of what they are there to accomplish.
But if it does serve them, they will get what they want?
If it is something that will serve them, that is a match to them, it matches. But if it is just wanting and needing and not understanding why that is there, then it is not serving.
I see. And so this energy will change humans pretty much no matter what they do, is that correct?
Yes.
Are humans feeling anything as this energy surrounds the planet?
I believe that many can feel a difference. They can feel that their lives are very different than they were a few months ago. And they can feel this energy in their lives. They can feel a newness about them, almost as if at some point over the last few months they saw the world like animated for the first time in their lives, that they saw it light up, that they felt this energy, they felt this new life force that was around them here, this new way of looking at things, this new feeling of almost like an optimism for the future, this clearing that has taken place for many. That is a lot of what they feel from this energy.
And the purpose of this energy, could you tell me more about that?
It is to clear us. It is to remove the parts of us that are unserving, the parts of us that are stuck within us, within our ego, within our I don't know the word, within the depths of our soul, the parts of us that we have been lied to about.
Oh, could you tell me more about that?
Like the parts of our body, not our bodies, of our lives that we have been lied about to. The things that we've been told we need to possess or accomplish or to be or to say, or the roles we need to provide in others' lives. That these are all just things that have been told to us that are not truths.
And those are being cleared?
They are. They are being cleared for many, that they are being lifted, removed, almost like they are being pulled from these people in these long lines. It looks like these long lines of energy are being pulled from them into this blue bubble of being pulled away from them. And some go with it. Some leave their bodies and go with it. Others remain in these bodies here but are clear. There is this clearing that happens.
When the person leaves their bodies and goes with this, where exactly do they go in that case?
It is different than the physical body leaving. The physical body of Earth just does not seem to leave Earth. Like, you cannot take the physical body with you. But it's actually very unimportant. It's really nothing. It's like a costume, an outer machine. The important part of you leaves.
Okay. Where does it go?
It looks like it just, like at first it just floats up, like it lifts up and goes into this. And then it looks like this bright light happens and it just shoots off far into somewhere, out into this, like this beautiful shooting star shooting across the universe, all in the same direction, going to this other place that I can't see.
Oh, I see. So it's going to a different place.
It looks like it is like a dimensional thing, that it's just this bright light and it shoots off and then it just dissipates and you don't see it anymore. But it doesn't disappear, it doesn't just go away, it doesn't keep going. It just gets, it's like it slides into something else. It goes into something else, this new dimension, this new place, it doesn't need to go far. It's almost like it's right there. But to get into it, to break through that barrier, it's like this bright white light you become, and it goes very fast and just like zoop, shoots right into it.
What happens when you break through that barrier?
There is an immense relief, like this overwhelming feeling of just euphoria and this like breaking away of everything. There is immediate understanding of who you truly are, of who you were, this remembrance that happens.
Who are you truly?
We are all just these eternal beings that are hell-bent on having experience.
Do you get a sense as to why?
Because without it, there is nothing. If there is not experience, then there is nothing. And that is what we are looking for.
I see. And do you get a sense of how long this energy will be surrounding the planet?
It looks like a good couple of years, perhaps 5. I'm getting 5 again.
Why now? Why now is this energy surrounding the planet?
This is the first time we have started to reach a level of understanding that this is something we were supposed to do and remembering it. We have just had way too many, looks like thousands of years of just repression, of people being pulled away from this subject, of being pulled away from this enlightenment, of being told this was wrong or stupid or foolish or crazy, and people just pulling away from it and not wanting to embrace it. But we have in so many ways lost that stigma, and people have decided to delve in even with the stigma, forgoing the opinions of others.
Oh, and could you tell me more about what we have forgotten that we wanted to accomplish exactly?
What we forget upon our arrival is the goal that we have planted, these life goals that we have designed in the before that existence. But we remember these things upon our journey into the next dimension, because part of that goal was to accelerate into that new dimension, to ascend, to leave, for those who are going. And that's why they feel that this is the next leg of their journey. And while I cannot give you a finite answer of what they will do there and why that is there, I know the answer is experience, and it will continuously be experienced, because we will never ever be able to experience everything. And that is the only thing that keeps this continuum going, is the knowledge that we can try as hard as we would like, but that is what keeps us. That is what keeps us going. That is why, energy cannot be killed, it cannot die. And if it cannot die and you constantly are, if you do not have experience, you are constantly bored, you are stuck, you are stagnant.
I see.
It is the opposite of that stagnation. Anything is better than stagnation, even the worst of the existences. Even after some of the worst, the stagnation is still too much, and those need to be taken away, and they will take yet another existence of experience that is not the kindest, the kind you want to say was a joyous life, but they will still choose it over the nothingness.
And is there a reason why they choose that after a hard life? Is there a reason why they would choose that again?
Because of the experience of the need to continuously keep your energy active, to keep your energy fluid and moving and growing. And the energy itself, it changes over time, that it evolves. And that is the ultimate goal of all of this activity, of all of this movement, is like the evolvement of this eternal energy inside of you.
Can you tell me more about that?
What would you like to know?
So this energy inside of you is continuously evolving?
Yes, like your spirit, I believe, is what most would refer to it as.
Okay.
This eternal energy, that we are eternal beings. The purpose of it is to continuously grow and to what is the word there? Like to add on to it, to evolve it.
Okay. I've had a lot of clients tell me they're going through a really difficult time right now with so much emotion coming to the surface, or anger out of nowhere. Do you get a sense of what is happening to those people?
It is the venting of what looks like tens of thousands of years of regression being lifted off of the souls of people, that they are going through tumultuous times in order to shed, to pull off, to release themselves from this, that it cannot just be done from a joyous standpoint of conscious decision, that it has to be something that you are almost pulled through in order to give you that experience. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to put you at ease in the beginning of the process. that it will definitely turn your world upside down, because that is what it is meant to do.
Okay.
You
And
cannot get there from where you are. You must turn your world upside down, or allow your world to just disintegrate around you before you can get there.
I see. Are people clearing the trauma of their ancient relatives as well, or is it just their own past lives?
There are so many levels of trauma for so many that are being lifted. Trauma from their past, trauma from their genetic past, trauma from their present.
And aside from just letting this happen, is there any advice you would like to give humans?
To know that in the worst of your situation, in the absolute horror of your life turning upside down, to know that this is what is happening to you, that it is not a victimization, that you are not a victim of what other people are doing around you, that this is your moment, this is your intention. You are freeing yourself from this life around you that does not serve you, and you are releasing yourself from it, and allow this to be done, to just continue to go through the process. Allow it to continuously go. Be okay with it. Find a way to be okay with what happens. And it will be miraculous what happens to people when they begin to allow it, to not cling to the past, to bravely look into their future, and to remove these burdens that they have cast upon themselves through this existence specifically.
And what will happen after a person does this?
They will feel it. They will know. They will feel this relief, but it is not something that happens in a day. This can take days. This can take weeks. This could take months for some people. This is not a short process. For some people, this could be a long-term illness that they have a miraculous recovery from. For some, it could be a shakeup of their family structure. It could be the loss of a person, the gaining of a person. There are so many different scenarios that people have organized in their lives to happen now.
So they have organized.
Truly organized it in their previous existence, the time in between. This is all part of your doing, but you are not to victimize yourself or blame yourself. You do not need to force yourself to enjoy it either. Just to be with it, and to know that this is what it is, and this is where you want to go, or you wouldn't be at this point.
Thank you so much. Thank you.